Hello everyone, it's Andy Glenn here from Sharks TV. Welcome you all to another podcast, and this week it's Struan Tonnar in advance of his testimonial. Struan, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you? We all right?
I'm all right. Well, first question I'm going to have to ask you, it's obvious to everyone. What's with the hair?
This was my midlife crisis / playoff haircut that I believed we were going to need. Hey, hindsight's a beautiful thing, isn't it? But I believed weeks into this that we had another couple of weeks left in us, but unfortunately we're not. So we're planning for next year already. But hey, definitely would like to have been battling for that playoff trophy.
For sure. Is this the reason why half the team's in Benidorm? Because they're fearful what you're going to do for having to get that haircut and they've let you down?
Yeah, they're all getting it now. But no, like, regardless of when they finish, I'll just chat with Spud and whoever. Whenever you finish the season, like, every one of them battled and gave what they could. And when they finally know it's over, it is that release across your body and your mind of just being able to relax, be remorseful for what's happened, but relax, and that weight comes off you. And they all need that final trip with all the boys together as the group that they are, because with any team, we all know they come and they go and they change, and obviously next year's team will look different to last year's team, and as it has done from years before. So it's good that they're going to get away and they're going to get this trip, create some more memories on the season. And I mean, they've still got some good successful stories to come out this year, and as a club we've got a lot of success, so the boys do deserve some credit. I know they're as heartbroken as anyone else is that they're not in these final few games battling for silverware, but I hope they enjoy themselves anyway.
How was the season for you? Obviously your first season after retirement, and that emotional retirement.
Yeah, it was difficult. I had obviously had a bit of coaching time at the start, but for personal reasons I obviously wasn't involved as much as I wanted to be. So a lot of it was done from afar and through streams, and yeah, it was difficult. Like I said, I did think we were performing much better than we did last year for good spells, but again, it just wasn't long enough spells to give us a good enough hold on any kind of playoff positions that we did hold for any point in the season. So I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed watching.
Was it frustrating for you?
Of course it was. I was on the wrong side of the glass, in my opinion. But I skated with the boys last week, kind of leading into the testimonial and getting some of the older boys back on ice, and it's too quick. So I know it was the right time for me to definitely move on and give some of these other boys opportunities to skate and show what we can do. And
well, you mentioned the testimonial there, which is coming up, but the testimonial is obviously a chance for the club to thank you for your years and years of service, and to recognise all that you've done and to support you. But there's been a whole range of events planned in the lead up to this testimonial, hasn't there?
Yeah, we have. Well, we're trying to do as much as we can and trying to cautious that everything that happens for the testimonial as well benefits the club on both sides. So we've ran a question and answers night where I brought in some of the old guys, some legends of the club that some of our newer fans maybe weren't aware of before, how their careers have looked and the service they gave for the club. So I mean, it was nice to have that moment up at the front of the crowd with them all and answering some questions. And we've also got a quiz night, race night and darts night planned for the 25th of April. Again, just another night to try and get some of the fans, meeting some of the older players and just giving everyone a chance to, I guess, be more social. It's obviously very difficult throughout the season to get good moments of interaction between fans and players, and essentially that's what this club's been about. It's about creating those relationships and creating those heroes for kids to look up to and have those moments. So very keen to do as much as we can in these summer months where there is no ice and less pressure for fans to get to know some of the players a bit more, some of the older players, and help continue to kind of build on this family ethos we like to keep around this club.
So when is this race night, darts night?
Yeah,
quiz
25th
night?
of April. I think we're going for about a 7 p.m. kick-off. It's a Friday night, so it'll give people time to get home from work, throw on a polo shirt and come down.
What are you looking forward to most on that night?
I've honestly no idea. Scooter, probably. every social night we've had recently, there's always been a scooter story off the back of it. So
Yeah, I mean, it was legendary at the last race night that the Supporters Association run. But you into the quiz, the race night, or the darts? What are you fancying?
honestly, neither. My luck's no good at the gambling. I've not got the greatest general knowledge, and I'm no good at throwing arrows, so I'm here for the social aspects, that's for sure.
You find Struan at the bar for that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some decent darts players on the Sharks team, is there not?
I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? I know a newly adopted kit apprentice has some history in darts. So
Aye, Mackenzie's the one that's going to be organising the darts, and I reckon he's had a few trials at either county or international level, so he's pretty good.
Like I said, I think we should have kept it quiet because we could have sharked a few people, but hey, we've put that information out now. Maybe we'll make sure this podcast goes out after, yeah. But it'll be interesting to see if he lives up to the hype.
He's talking the talk. Can he walk the walk?
Yeah, we'll soon find out, won't we?
We'll soon find out. And I believe there's going to be a special round in the quiz, a Struan Tonnar round.
Yeah, I believe so.
That should be good.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. See if I even know the answers.
I was going to ask. I wonder how many you're going to get right.
I know Dave Cochrane's definitely asked me a few questions where I've had to raise my eyebrows at and troll back through the memories. But
you probably had to go back to the guys that were up the question and answer session to get some of the answers.
Yeah, pretty much. It's amazing what you forget in the last 20 years, isn't it?
Well, beyond that, then it's the actual game itself. When's that against Struan?
So yeah, May 3rd, Saturday, 5 o'clock, we will face off. We have tried to keep the teams as fair as possible, so it'll be good just to get, again, see some old faces. There's some guys that have not been back here for a few years, for living away. Some really decorated guys with playing careers, coaching careers. So it'll just be nice to get people into the building in a pressure-free environment. Obviously, we know the pressure that comes with game night, so it would be nice just to have that blowout game at the end of this year before we go off onto the long summer break.
I was looking at the teams. Import rules still apply as well. My goodness.
Yeah, we've tried to keep them separated as best we can, but we've tried to keep some pairings as well, some British and import pairings together, and see if we can spark some old memories and playing moments from these guys.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, it's going to be busy. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a wedding day scenario where you'll wake up and next thing you know you're back in your bed and it's over. So
try and enjoy
it'll
it.
be important to try and absorb what I can and take in the moments when they come. But I dare say they'll come and go pretty quickly.
Well, I'm hoping to commentate in the game, and I'm hoping for two things. Clearly, it's going to be a Struan Tonnar coast-to-coast goal. If that doesn't happen, I'll be disappointed. Yeah. So I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
And you've got some decent keepers to beat as well.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the problem with that is I've got to get from one end of the ice to the other these days.
A reasonable
it's
pace.
It's been a while, yeah. Some of these boys, even the older ones, can still skate, so I wouldn't hold your breath on that.
Right, well, if I don't get that, and it happens in nearly every testimonial game, there has to be a penalty shot.
Yeah.
So I hope you've been practicing.
Honestly, there's more chance of me telling the referee to F off than there is.
I think that's probably even money, and you telling the referee where to go. Practicing your penalty shots?
No, I've not been on the ice enough to be practicing them. I couldn't do them when I could play, never mind when I've been out of playing.
I'm just saying it always happens
we'll
at
see.
Testimonial.
I'll have to see what one of the goalies is and I'll see what one needs paid before the penalty shot happens.
Just railroad them, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Have you got strategic snacks and sweets in the penalty boxes and all the rest? But you never really took that many penalties.
No, there'll be some strategic snacks on the benches, I'm sure.
I'm sure
as many of the boys have alluded to, and As long as it doesn't resemble too much of a Benidorm week, I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
Sometimes testimonials can be maybe not the greatest spectacle for fans, but looking at the two teams and knowing hockey players that are desperate to win, it looks competitive on paper.
Yeah, somebody asked me if I was going to play a Whitley Bay or a Billingham or an older team, or Paisley Pirates. And I politely had to laugh back and remind them that just because they're not skating and playing actively anymore doesn't mean the competitive edge isn't still there.
Absolutely.
And if we were to play somebody like that on both sides, it would, it's not the smartest to move. So we'll
you didn't play
with
friendlies against Whitley Bay, surely.
Yeah, exactly.
No such thing.
Too many people still want to be on that winning side, quite rightly so.
Too many people with scores to settle.
Exactly, and if people think that's our last moment to settle a score, yeah, I'm not getting involved in that, that's for sure.
But there are some real good players playing, aren't there?
Absolutely. As we discussed at the question and answers night, when you actually look back through the rosters we've had and the players that we've had don the Sharks logo on the front, I don't think we get enough credit as a club. Or it's maybe not even as much credit. It's just maybe people acknowledging the history that this club has. Obviously, totally grateful for everything that the club's at now, and this is no bad wording on any of that, because we're all thankful of where we are and how we're stepping forward. But we've had some good players play before. Kevin Conway was one of the ones that kind of popped up through my playing career, that was mentioned on the question night. Scott Conway plays for Belfast. His dad is a British Hockey Hall of Famer, and whether he's proud of it or not, he's got a little mark on his Elite League prospects that say he was a Shark for a season. So,
absolutely.
And even then, look at the James Hutchison. He's a decorated Elite League winning defenseman. Kyle Horn's a decorated GB internationalist. Like, we've had some really respected players in British ice hockey come and wear the badge, and that's the foundation we build all our recruitment on as well. And we've had these players come here because they knew the setup we were on and what we stood for as a club, and that's the same setup and the same standards that we set that we look to recruit new players on. So it'll be nice to see them all lace them back up and put the Sharks jersey on one more time.
Do you ever wonder where you could have ended up? I mean, you obviously just played for the one club. Do you ever think back and say, maybe because you were playing with these good players yourself, could I have played elite?
Nah. I've no regrets in my hockey career. I'm quite happy with where it's ended up and the memories I have from it, regardless of what level it was. If I was to move away, you see it all the time. People can move away chasing dreams and they never live them. But thankfully, because of the setup we've had here and the standards we set, we've had, or I've personally had some memories and great achievements 3 miles from my house, and I've not had to travel, and I've been able to skate here with friends and family and create these memories for myself and for the club that will live with many people for a long time.
That's brilliant. And if you want to see Struan play in his testimonial game, it is on the 3rd of May. What time's face-off again?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Good seats still available, I guess.
Yep, Ladies' Day tickets available as well for any wives and girlfriends or fans that would like to come along and join the Ladies' Day. And
you get some Prosecco and charcuterie and all that. Carry
we'll
on,
look after you as well. Everyone else is on the ice. And yeah, we're going to make it as fun as we can for everyone that comes to attend, and not just the product that's on the ice.
Well, thanks, Struan, for taking the time to chat with me. Do you want to have a quick word with everybody that potentially can come along before you go?
No, I just hope to see everyone there. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to wrapping this season up with some positive news, as much as it's not silverware. See you all there, May 3rd.
May 3rd. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch myself and Struan have a wee chat. This is Andy Glenn saying cheerio.